Morning from a cloudy Wiltshire near Malmesbury, and the Lotus made it yesterday. We had a great drive down, in fact. Motorway cruising, Foss Way, lovely corners and rolling hillside through the Cotswolds, and I really enjoyed my day, really enjoyed it. Also, the noise cancelling earbuds were a revelation. But to me and my good lady wife. So we actually got here and we'd had a great day. Whereas when we went down to Goodwood in it last year, I was putting a brave face on it, but you know, the ears were a bit ringing a little bit and it did just take the edge off it. So, but not now, it's brilliant. So 230 miles. New front brakes work brilliantly. Tried them many times, and the electronic ignition didn't miss a beat. The carbs are set up superbly thanks to Bog Brothers and their rolling road, and we just had a brilliant drive yesterday. Just a brilliant drive. Everything seemed to function well. Everything went well. She just ran like a Swiss watch. So on to Portsmouth today. Catch the ferry to St Malo, and tomorrow we'll be in France and heading for Le Mans. The Eagle has landed. Here we are in the queue for the ferry to St Malo down at Portsmouth. We're in good company. There's many cars of all denominations, including at the end of this queue a rather nice detail. But yeah, cars all around us. Old and new. Heaven, I'm in heaven. Even a few beetles. So here's the procession as they're filling the ferry. So there really is a bit of everything. Only one Esprit, but a bit of everything. Loving this orangey red E-Type. It's great. And the silvery 7. And the GT40. I'm not meeting. Wouldn't be complete without a GT40 and its mighty V8 that you just heard. I think he's a bit hot in there, he's got the door up. I'll turn you round. You name it, it's here. Only seen one Esprit. Tour through the car deck. And hello, morning, you alright? And yeah, there's pretty much one of everything. Lovely Espada in the back there, that blue one, wow. Nice Alfa. TR6. Oh, Jags. Morgans. More Jags. Land 2+2. That's better. Clean the lens. Corvette. Ferraris. Oh, and a lovely Esprit. Cars. Oh, and an Aston. It's like a car show all on its own. grand depart from the ferry. Great procession of the Hercules. Not sure about the Nissan. Oh, a nice MG. Lovely MG. Another beetle. Lots of beetles involved. The jacks, to be fair, the old E-types are fairly common. Nice Alfa. Lovely Alfa, that nice dude. Absolutely beautiful. And there's the big Dodge. Big Dodge GTS. After this old girl. Martin Allen, on to you. And the Alfa 500. See ya. Here comes the Espada. Mighty Espada. That is a beautiful car. Oh, lovely. Little Lotus. Egg Jag. Lovely. There's Jags and Lions. What are these Jags? And the French Beret, avec the Jaguar. There's a long procession. Where's Alfa? Until next time. So just noticed coming up the Italian Job Mini homage. One of them in front of us. I'm going to turn you around. There you go, the Italian Job Minis. There's a lot of rubbing. Yeah, perfect. We're in convoy. Woohoo! We got ourselves a convoy. And we're leader of the convoy. So good morning all. Had a great blast down from San Malo on the ferry and we arrived at the chateau. Wow! Just fab. And we parked our cars in car park, funnily enough. And so, here are the cars. So, three cars, came down in park convoy yesterday. So those are the three, led by the Lotus, Team Lotus, followed by the Alfa Junior, lovely little Alfa, and bringing up the rear, quite rightly, the Beetle, which also ran out of electric yesterday and probably still out of electric today, I would guess, for some strange reason. But anyway, then we, as we walk around the car park, another Beetle. This is rather nice and interesting. German registered DB4, which is immaculate, and right-hand drive. So, lovely DB4. And then various modern takes on vehicular transport. And then you see three more of our cars. Porsche Boxster, it had some sort of gearbox problem yesterday. Nice Carrera, Beetle Carrera, with the big whale tail on. And then this lovely thing, this Zagarto Aston Martin Recreation DB4. Now, this car was built on a original Aston unused DB4 chassis, can you believe, an unused, so it's got a proper VIN number from way back when. Been, I think, pretty well executed. It's just amazing, it really is amazing. It's a gorgeous thing, absolutely gorgeous. Have a look in there, that is just sublime. Yep, so that's us. Here we are, Le Mans. The 24 hours off. Investment management, that's it. There we are, our very own place. Dale's Co-Investment Management. Sounds very car-y, doesn't it?
So the others aren't here then? No. I thought Tom was going to be really early with his bed.
It's hot here at Le Mans, but here we are. Here's our little car club with the Beetles and the mighty Esprit never short admirers, including our Leela. And then we've got the Zagarto Aston and the other Beetle. Commotion going on here with all the big Corvettes, Jags, AC Cobras. There's a bit of row. But here we are in the old classics and the 4 1/4 litre Bentley and the mighty blower. So good morning everybody from our petit maison dans la wood. I know you'll be amazed at my command of the French language. Slightly sad morning. It's Saturday and we were planning on going back to Le Mans, but for various reasons we haven't. Mainly because of the sad demise of the Lotus. So yesterday we'd nearly got to Le Mans and it was quite hot, but anyway, that wasn't really a problem. Batting on down the motorway, I became aware of a misfire. Anyway, we kept going, it came and went, or seemed to come and go. Anyway, we managed. Got packed up, had our day at Le Mans, drove back last night, and when I got back to the hotel, somebody said there is smoke emitting from the what I thought was the air intake, which it is the air intake, but it's also there's 2 breather pipes for the whole engine air compartment come into here as well. So there's forced air induction at the other side to keep this area fresh, air refreshed, although it does get hot in there. And then it can come out at this side, which is also the intake for the engine. So investigated this morning, engine cover off, and she's blowing a lot of smoke out of the oil filler cap. And there is a back pressure pipe, feed pipe to the air cleaner box, and that's where the smoke's coming into the air cleaner box and then out the side vent. It's also smoking quite heavily on the exhaust. It starts and it runs, but it sounds like it's running on 3 cylinders. There's no mix-up of oil and water. She's still got her full tank of water. We've never put a drop in it all the time we've been away. We have done over 600 miles, I think. 628 since we left home. So, yeah, I think basically, having had this engine, which we assume is original, how do we know? The clock says 76,000. How do we know that's original? We don't. The car is in pretty good wrap, so that's what makes us think the mileage is original. But we did know she was breathing a bit, so I'm guessing we've lost some or all of the rings on one cylinder, on one piston and one cylinder, and we've therefore lost compression on that cylinder. Hence the misfire, hence the running on 3 cylinders, a bit more than the misfire now, and hence the smoke getting past the piston into the sump, and then been forced out the oil filler cap and the breather. So she's breathing heavy. It's just not worth the risk of trying to run it any further. If it was 20 miles to get it back home, I might do it, but not sort of 500 miles to get it home from France. So we've got international rescue. We're going to use it. We're going to get her recovered. We're going to go and pick up a hire car and let the journey begin. But that looks like, unfortunately, the end of Loti the Lotus for the time being, which is slightly disappointing. But anyway, that's what happens when you run old cars. So the grand départ of the Lotus. Very unfortunate. Anyway, she's in safe hands. sit wrap. We're now leaving the chateau for the last time and our little Hansel and Gretel cottage. As you know, the Lotus has now departed. So, hello to the Renault Capture, which is much better than walking. And, you know, I'm sorry everybody who's got one, but it's not a Nissan Duke, thankfully. Catch up with you later.
Et c'est là qu'il va falloir se donner et la taille telle qu'elle avait Scarolo. Les autres, bien entendu, mais...
Good afternoon everybody, or even early evening. So back in Blighty, thanks to Eurostar and the little Renault Capture, we've come back into St Pancras, which is just across the road, literally from King's Cross, where we can catch our train back to York. And we've had a fantastic weekend, despite losing the Lotus, which has yet to be repatriated. But you know, it could be worse, as I indicated earlier. We could have had to drive a Nissan Duke. And as it was, we had the Renault Capture and it was gorgeous. And I just have to say, NFU Mutual, you've been absolutely fantastic. What a fantastic organisation you are. Great backup, lots of calls to find out if things were happening, which were already happening. Yeah, just brilliant. So, that's nearly the end. Need to reflect on the fact that we've had a fantastic time, as I said earlier, with and without the Lotus at the Le Mans Classic, and yeah, I'll be going again there. What a great, well, we had a good gang of folks. Obviously, a lot of car nuts and some not car nuts, but even the not car nuts, like my other half, had a lovely weekend, and yeah, rest of the week prior and après. So yeah, it's Monday evening now, and we'll shortly be getting on the train back to York. So there you go.